All right, today's gospel reading will be from Luke chapter 7, verses 1 through 10. And I'll be doing the explanation according to the Blessed Theophylact, who is an archbishop from the Ohrid region of Bulgaria from the 11th century. Now, when he had ended all his sayings in the audience of the people, he entered into Capernaum. And a certain centurion servant, who was dear unto him, was sick and ready to die. And when he heard of Jesus, he sent unto him the elders of the Jews, beseeching him that he would come and heal his servant. And when they came to Jesus, they besought him urgently, saying, He for whom thou shouldest do this is worthy, for he loveth our nation, and he hath built us a synagogue. Then Jesus went with them. And when he was now not far from the house, the centurion sent friends to him, saying unto him, Lord, trouble not thyself, for I am not worthy that thou shouldest not enter under my roof. Wherefore neither thought I myself worthy to come unto thee, but say the word, and my servant shall be healed. For I also am a man set under authority, having under me soldiers. And I say unto one, Go, and he goeth, and to another, Come, and he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doeth it. When Jesus heard these things, he marveled at him, and he turned about and said unto the people that followed him, I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. And they that were sent, returning to the house, found the servant whole that had been sick. And the explanation: this is the same centurion mentioned in Matthew, chapter 8, verses 5 through 13. And if Matthew does not say that the centurion sent the Jews to make his request and supplication to Jesus, what of it? It is likely that first the centurion sent the Jews, and then came himself. Therefore, Luke says what Matthew admitted, and perhaps the Jews, out of envy, did not want the centurion to come to the feet of Jesus. For this brought renown to Jesus when, in the end, the urgency of his request compelled the centurion himself to approach Jesus. Again, someone might wonder why Matthew says that the centurion himself, with his own voice, declined to have Jesus come to his house. But Luke says here that he sent others to beg Jesus not to come. In answer, it can be said that it is not strange that he first sent others, and then he himself came to speak these words, begging him not to come. Truly wondrous is the faith of this man, who calls himself unworthy to be visited by Jesus. This is why the Lord says, I have not found so great faith, no, not even among the people of Israel. The centurion was a Gentile, probably a Roman. The centurion also represents every mind which in wickedness stands out above the 100 others, and busies himself in the world with 101 other things. Such a mind has a servant who has fallen sick, by which I mean a non-reasoning faculties of the soul, namely the abilities to stir to action and to desire. These faculties had been assigned by God to serve the mind, but are ailing and cannot do so. This mind calls upon Jesus, sending him as mediators the Jews, that is, thoughts and words of confession. For Jew from Judah means confession. Are not the words, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof, words of confession and humility? And when the mind has faith in Jesus, it will quickly receive back, whole and sound, its servant, the emotions.